people think about valuable natural resources, they usually picture oil, gold, rare minerals, or precious gems. But what if one of the most important resources on Earth is something so common that most of us never even think about it? Sand. Yes, ordinary sand. It sounds impossible because beaches, rivers, and deserts seem full of it. So how the world could be facing a sand shortage? The answer is surprisingly simple. Not all sand is useful for construction. The type needed to build cities is becoming harder to find, creating a billion-dollar industry, environmental damage, and even powerful criminal networks known as the sand mafia. To understand why this is happening, we first need to understand just how important sand really is. The resource hidden inside modern civilization. Take a look around your home. The walls, roads, windows, buildings, sidewalks, and bridges around you all have one thing in common. They depend on sand. Sand is a major ingredient in concrete, which is the foundation of modern construction. It is also used in asphalt roads, glass, electronics, water filtration systems, and countless industrial products. In fact, after water, sand is one of the most heavily used natural resources on Earth. Humanity consumes roughly 50 billion tons of sand and gravel every year. That number is so enormous that it is difficult to imagine. Every new apartment tower, airport, highway, shopping mall, stadium, and office building requires huge amounts of sand. As cities grow and populations increase, demand keeps rising. The global construction boom has turned sand into one of the world's most valuable raw materials. And that is where the problem begins. The Great Sand Myth. Most people assume that deserts can supply all the sand humanity could ever need. After all, deserts seem endless. But there is a major problem. Desert sand is usually useless for making strong concrete. Over thousands of years, desert sand grains have been shaped and polished by wind. The grains become smooth and rounded. Concrete needs something different. It requires rough, angular grains that can lock together tightly. That's why construction companies prefer sand taken from rivers, lakes, coastlines, and the seabed. These grains are sharper and stronger for building purposes. This means the giant deserts that seem like endless supplies are often not the answer. The world needs a specific type of sand, and that resource is much more limited than people realize. How sand becomes skyscrapers. To understand why sand has become so valuable, let's follow its journey. Everything starts with extraction. Companies dredge sand from riverbeds, coastlines, and the ocean floor. Massive machines scoop huge amounts of material from natural environments. Next comes transportation. The sand is loaded onto trucks, barges, and cargo ships. It may travel hundreds or even thousands of miles. Then comes processing. The sand is cleaned, sorted, and prepared for industrial use. Finally, it reaches construction sites. There it becomes concrete, roads, buildings, ports, airports, and entire cities. This flow of goods sounds simple, but because construction demand is enormous, every step in this supply chain has become incredibly profitable. And wherever huge profits exist, criminal groups often appear. The rise of the sand mafia. As demand increased, legal supplies could not always keep up. Many governments introduced restrictions to protect rivers, beaches, and coastal ecosystems. But restrictions created a new opportunity: illegal mining. Criminal groups realized they could make huge amounts of money by extracting sand without permits, environmental reviews, or regulations. This gave birth to what many people now call the sand mafia. These networks operate in multiple countries around the world. They illegally remove sand from rivers, beaches, and coastal areas, then sell it into construction supply chains. Researchers and international reports have linked illegal sand mining to organized criminal activity in numerous regions. The business can be extremely profitable. Unlike precious metals, sand is not glamorous. People rarely pay attention to it. That makes it easier for illegal operations to stay hidden. A truck full of stolen diamonds would attract attention. A truck full of sand usually does not. The financial flow behind the industry. The financial side of the sand trade is what makes it so powerful. A construction project worth hundreds of millions of dollars requires huge quantities of concrete. Concrete requires sand. That means even a small increase in demand can generate enormous profits for suppliers. Legal operators spend money on permits, environmental protection, taxes, inspections, and workers. Illegal operators avoid many of those costs. As a result, Criminal groups can sell sand cheaply while still earning large profits. Money flows from developers to suppliers. Suppliers pay transport companies. Middlemen take their share. Criminal organizations collect profits. This financial flow creates incentives that can overwhelm weak enforcement systems. The result is a shadow economy operating alongside legitimate business. Singapore's massive demand for sand. Few places demonstrate the importance of sand better than Singapore. Over decades, Singapore expanded its land area through large-scale land reclamation projects. To create new land, enormous quantities of sand were required. The country imported vast amounts from neighboring regions to support its growth and development. This demand highlighted a larger global issue. When rapidly growing economies need huge amounts of construction material, nearby countries often experience pressure on their own natural resources. The sand trade became increasingly international. What appeared to be a local construction material suddenly became part of a global supply chain. Dubai and the ultimate irony. Dubai offers one of the most surprising examples in the sand story. The city is surrounded by desert, yet some construction projects required imported sand. Why? Because much of the surrounding desert sand was unsuitable for certain construction uses. The irony is remarkable. A city surrounded by endless dunes sometimes needed sand from elsewhere because the local sand did not have the right properties. This shows how specialized and valuable construction-grade sand has become. The environmental cost nobody sees. When people admire luxury skyscrapers or beautiful waterfront developments, they rarely think about where the construction materials came from. But the environmental costs can be severe. Removing sand from rivers changes water flow patterns. Riverbanks can become unstable. Flooding risks may increase. Aquatic habitats can be damaged. Fish populations can suffer. Coastal sand extraction can accelerate beach erosion. Marine ecosystems may be disrupted. In some areas, excessive mining has contributed to disappearing shorelines and damaged local environments. Environmental organizations and researchers have repeatedly warned that unregulated extraction threatens ecosystems worldwide. What looks like a simple pile of sand is often a critical part of a much larger natural system. Remove enough of it, and that system can begin to break down. Vanishing islands and changing coastlines. One of the most alarming consequences of excessive sand extraction is the loss of land itself. Sand naturally helps protect coastlines from waves and storms. It acts like a buffer between the ocean and human communities. When too much sand is removed, coastlines become more vulnerable. Beaches may shrink, shorelines may retreat. Some small islands and coastal areas have experienced significant changes linked to intensive extraction and dredging activities. For communities that depend on fishing, tourism, and coastal resources, these changes can be devastating. Why the problem is getting worse? Unfortunately, demand is still growing. The global population continues to increase. Urbanization continues. Developing countries need roads, homes, bridges, hospitals, schools, and infrastructure. All of those projects require construction materials, and construction materials require sand. Experts warn that demand is rising faster than natural replenishment in many regions. Sand extraction often exceeds the rate at which geological processes can replace it. In other words, humanity is consuming some sand resources faster than nature can rebuild them. That does not mean the planet will suddenly run out of all sand, but it does mean that the right kind of sand is becoming increasingly difficult and expensive to obtain. Searching for solutions. The good news is that solutions exist. Researchers and engineers are exploring alternatives. Some projects recycle old concrete and construction waste. Others use crushed rock as a substitute. Governments are improving monitoring systems and introducing stronger regulations. International organizations are calling for better management of sand resources and greater transparency throughout supply chains. The goal is not to stop development. The goal is to make development sustainable. Cities still need to grow, but natural ecosystems also need protection. Finding that balance will be one of the major resource challenges of the coming decades. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next deep dive into the hidden systems that shape our world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.